Hello everybody, this is Busty here with daily match number 3 going down. This is match 2 of BRZ versus the Herd. This did happen during the Legends tournament. This is match 2. Match 1 I believe was won by, let me actually check real quick. Match number 1 was actually won by the Herd, upsetting the original, the qualifying victory which went to BRZ. So in the qualifying rounds, BRZ won their match, and the Herd actually made a nice comeback here. So the Herd here is in the blue with Axianamos, Brezels, Rarity, Terracon 4, and the D, running 3 assaults, a biotech, and a recon. In the red, we have BRZ running 3 assaults, a biotech, and a recon as well. So we actually have a mirror matchup here. This exact same compositions. So let's actually go straight to one of the recons. This is Sunken Harbor. There's a lot of open spaces at this map. So what the teams are going to be looking to do is actually get a pick off with their recons and then initiate 4v5. With them, of course, having the advantage. So Shogun here is actually going to go straight for the double damage. So this really has the potential to be the pick. Shogun actually aiming for Axiamos, gets a nice hit off. BRZ is probably going to be looking to engage this soon, as the Herd has lost a lot of health, and Terracon actually goes down almost immediately, and D is forced to flee by this double damage. So BRZ here immediately getting off a nice engagement. Shogun in the back doing so much damage. And it looks like BRZ is going to take this fight quite handily. Shogun does eventually get taken down by Rarity here, but at this point the numerical advantage is so much in BRZ's favor. But at this point the Herd is already respawning, and this is close to BRZ's spawn, but this is not big of a map, so the Herd is going to be here very quickly. The fight actually just continues right where left off, with the respawning players just coming straight back into the fight. Parasung and Axianamos both go down again. Terracon and Pirate here in a duel. I guess we got here right in time to see Terracon actually go down. And now the D and Shogun back in the same sniper duel once again. So this is Sunken Harbor, called Recon Harbor by some. I completely messed up the delivery of that. So we can already see here the importance of recons in this matchup. Both teams now forming up once again, trying to get into a nice position. It looks like BRZ is confident in their sniping abilities, so they are going to form out over here, out in the open. This gives Shogun some nice angles and quite a bit of distance to actually get the recon shots off. The Herd taking the natural opposite position over here. This does give them control of the health pack and potentially the double damage when it respawns. So not a bad position as well. It's really hard to get a favorable position here on Sunken Harbor. So we're just going to have to continue to see as these teams poke at each other. And eventually someone is going to be looking to go in and make something happen. So both teams just continuing to poke. At this point, BRZ has a 6-3 advantage over the Herd. See on the scoreboard here, Shogun actually doing quite a bit of damage. And actually Axianamos immediately going for the Shogun. The entirety of the Herd seems intent on taking out this recon. And that does mean that BRZ loses a lot of its air cover, which means the assaults can now flow through the air, and the Herd is going to be engaging on this. They found their opportunity, they're going in, but really that doesn't really mean that this fight's going to go in their favor. This is a fairly chaotic fight. We have 3 assaults going on. Terracon goes down immediately, and just because there's so many assaults, there's a lot of aim going on, a lot of air shotting, so essentially teams can get an edge in these fights, but they can still go either way, which we can sort of see in that BRZ took this fight once again. At the end of the day, this is a shooter. It is a lot about aim, and Rarity here goes in and tries to make something happen, backs out immediately, waits for the team, and then goes in once again. So Redzik here getting extremely low. Rarity not using the Bio Needler, and I'm not sure I really agree with that choice. I think the Bio Needler would have been great in this situation, and also would have given some of that health back, and potentially saved Rarity's life in this case. Brezels, though, has the double damage, doing so much with that, wiping out most of the enemy team. He chooses to revive, or he tries to revive Axianamos, but he bleeds out just in time. Shogun now gets spotted by Brezels. The Afterburner is off cooldown, but Shogun goes down to an air shot, and that's going to be a lot of points going in the Herd's favor now. afterburnering out of there. That is a max cooldown afterburner. That's really nice. Getting the health packet, and now we're back to a little bit of that standoff position. The herd got out a little bit ahead in that last engagement. It is now 8-12 rather than the lead, I think 5-point lead that BRZ had before this fight. So closing the gap just a little bit. BRZ is of course still firmly in the lead. It's going to take nearly an entire wipe for the herd to catch up here. And we're back to this old position on Sunken Harbor of the two recons poking at each other. So here we're following Shogun. Shogun looking to find the D to gain recon dominance, or just any target he can pick off to try and actually give his team the edge in the next engagement. You can see both teams here actually hiding behind cover a little bit. He has spotted the D. Zooming in on that now, looking to see if he can get a hit off. And he does get some shots off. But really, I think this hasn't done a lot more than alert the D to the fact that Shogun knows his position. Nevertheless, BRZ chooses to engage anyway, and I actually like this move because the D is all the way on the other side of the map, is not on any kind of sniper ledge, and really has no way of effectively helping in this fight right now. So Shogun here, sniping down the herd's assaults. Terracon 4 takes a lot of damage. Axianimos gets hit as well. Assaults on both teams shooting at each other, and Terracon 4 actually goes down. The D still nowhere to be found, although that just might just be because I'm in the recon picture. The D actually still on the other side of the map. We saw that briefly a moment ago. Right over there. The D still trying to get into a good sniper position, and the D has found an angle now. So finally, the D contributing to this fight, but I think it's already a little too late. BRZ picked up 1 point here, and in these competitive matches, those single points gradually make all the difference. So the D now pulling back, trying to regroup with his team, because we saw that that really didn't work out in favor of the herd last time. But the herd actually trying to push forward. I'm not sure if this is such a good idea. They are extremely low on health. Terracon 4 has gone down. Brussels is extremely low. So is Axianimos, but I guess Axianimos managed to afterburner out of there. So it did end up being sort of okay. Perry actually now pushing forward. Falls back as well. We have this continual poke and prod forward and then fall back. That's just going on. This constant harass. Both teams are only running one biotech, so damage that is taken sort of sticks around for a little while. So both of these teams really just want to poke and prod and see if they can get off more harass than the other team. And actually Perry gets some nice hits off on Terracon 4. This could be extremely bad for the herd. He does get the health pack. But nevertheless, actually Perry taking a sniper shot there, so that evens out the damage a little bit. I was going to